Hello everyone, so welcome to today's video. We are doing a full face get ready with me. I decided to take advantage of this early morning time before the kids are fully awake. My daughter's not waking up. I see her moving on the monitor, but I had a chance to do everything start to finish, and this is the look that I'm doing today. We are playing a lighting game. Sun is coming up, it's glaring off the wall. I had to adjust the blinds, the camera, lighting. So it's a work in progress, but I've never filmed it this early in the morning, so it's kind of one of those things where I probably won't be doing this again because the lighting is just not as great as it is a little bit after breakfast. So I thought, why not just get ready early for the day and use some of my favorite products. So I'm using all of my favorites, so kind of like a favorites get ready with me. We're chatting, we're doing some life updates, and just sitting down playing with makeup while the house is nice and quiet. So this is a look that I came up with. I know it might be kind of hard to see, but it is a little smoky. Got some metallic colors going on. I'm mixing two palettes together that I actually really enjoy. One of them is one of my favorites that I've talked about before. The complexion is just, I love everything about the way my foundation looks today. I did a video all about it, and I'm going to share with you guys some of those steps today as well. So if you're interested, stay tuned and keep watching, and I'll show you exactly how I did this look. You guys know how much I love this Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. It is one of my go-to products. I have it in the shade 1 Fair, and I just adore the way this looks on the skin. So I'm going to add just a little bit of this as well. This is the Lorac Pro Skin Glass Primer, and I have actually enjoyed this primer. I don't care for their customer service. I just use the applicator. So we'll get into it. I'm just going to use my fingers to massage this in. I had reached out to them about my order, and I still have not gotten a response, and it's been a few weeks already, so that's not a good thing. There's more that goes into it, but I'm keeping this video positive. But we'll see if I get a response. Okay, so this has a very interesting texture. It's very smooth, very silky, almost like a silicone primer, but it's different. It's kind of like it gives you a subtle glow, but it's not too glowy. It's not hydrating like intensely. There's no shimmer or anything. The sheen and that kind of glow is going to come from this, which I love. And I just apply it on the back of my hand, and then I just kind of work this into the skin. And I do apply a lot of this because I love it. The lighting may be kind of off because the sun is starting to kind of come up on this side of the clouds. So work with me, y'all. And today I am going to use my Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I wear this in shade 2, and that is the neutral 2, and I love this. It looks so good on the skin, whether my skin is really well prepped, whether I'm having dryness. It's one of those that actually works, and I've noticed a difference between this one and other ones. I've been trying to make some of my other foundations work, and it's not doing it for me. So I'll be doing another recap video of a few other products, which I just recently did a recap. So if you haven't seen that, I'll put it in the cards somewhere on this video so that you guys can see that. So I just like to blend this in. I got a fresh beauty sponge, which is always a good feeling. So how was y'all's holiday? Now this past year, things were very different. We had to make some adjustments, everybody did. So how did that go? How was your holiday, your Christmas, New Year's? We stayed here. We were supposed to go to Hawaii for Christmas to celebrate Christmas and my son's birthday, and well, the airlines canceled our flight because of COVID twice, so we couldn't go. So we stayed here, which is fine. Really wanted to go, of course. I need a vacation, but I also, when I bought the tickets back in 2019 to go for 2020 summer, I didn't know I was going to be pregnant. So And I feel like I'm too pregnant to be traveling right now. So I'm going to start with my corrector. I'm going to use the Tarte CC Corrector today. The last time I did my foundation routine, I used the Charlotte Tilbury corrector, but I want to kind of switch it up for you guys. One of my favorite concealers is the Magic Away, also by Charlotte Tilbury. And the cap is so tricky on this one. And I have it in the shade 3 Fair. It's one of those, you just kind of click it and you just stamp it in. I feel like I'm going to be running out of this soon because I use it all the time. And with the corrector underneath, you don't really need a lot of concealer, which is a good thing. The less you use under the eyes, the better. And then the pointed side of my sponge comes in handy to blend all this out. And smooth it in before using setting powder. So I ordered a new Hourglass palette from Sephora. It was actually on sale, which I was shocked. So I was like, okay, well, I guess that's meant to be, right? Justify it based off of a sale. So I might be using that today because I love my Hourglass Ambient Edit palette. And I'll show you those here in a second after I set my concealer. Okay, so I do need to do my brows, and I've been using the Flower Beauty brow pencil, and I actually do think it's a really good one. I feel like I'm going to be running out pretty soon, but I'm going to do this, and the one with the little toothbrush end, because I feel like I look a little odd without my brows. So I'm going to do this really quickly, and then we'll continue. So this is the Hourglass Ambient, so dirty, edit palette that I have been talking about and using a lot. It looks like this. It's so pretty. Love the formula. But they recently, Sephora had a sale, and they had the Ambient Lighting Edit Mini. This is the Sculpture Unlocked palette, and it looks like this. Has like a little bunny on there. And I will show you. This one is a little different. You have this one that is supposed to be a lot more glowy and dewy. Then you have a bronzer. You have one of their, what are these called? Number one is the finishing powder and soft light. And then finishing powder, soft light. Then you have the bronze, and this is in the bronze light. And then you have the blush in Mood Flush. And then the metallic strobe powder, which I'm going to try today, in the champagne strobe light. So those are the four. I'm going to go in with the bronzer. I almost went in with my contour wand by Charlotte Tilbury. This is just such a good formula, but I think I'm going to try the Hourglass one. And I think, again, this brush from Luxie, even though it's a blush brush, I think it fits pretty perfectly in these pans. Just do a little bit of that, because I think this one is more pigmented than the one in the larger palette. This one that's more like a beige color. And I'm going to take some of that through the forehead, the center of the forehead, under the eyes here. This is what I do with the other one that's white, more white looking. This one is more like a beige. Take it over the lids too. Why not? Okay, so for blush, let's go in with this one. This is the Mood Flush blush. So I'm going to go ahead with this one from the actual palette itself, the smaller one, and I'm using a ColourPop F30 brush. And I did pick up quite a bit, so I'm tapping off the excess and applying that. So you can see it's like a really pretty, like rose color with a touch of mauve. Really, really nice. I want to try the metallic, what is this called? The metallic strobe powder in Champagne Strobe Light, which is a mouthful. But I do want to try this one because the other ones in the larger palette are softer. This has that metallic finish, so I want to see how intense this is going to look. And I have the ColourPop F33 brush from a brush set that they came out with recently, like their Stone Cold collection or whatever it's called. So I'm going to just kind of dip my brush in there. A lot of kick up. And I'm just going to take a bath in it. So I'm going to go a little softer with this one because I'm not sure how intense their metallic is, as opposed to some of the other ones that are softer, like the lighter ones that you could actually use all over. And I've never tried this formula from Hourglass, so that was another incentive for me to pick it up, because I love the dew, the glow. I like it all. So I've got a couple palettes that I've been really enjoying. So the Cab Cosmetics Day to Night palette is actually a really good one, and I've done a video on this as well. And I also mentioned the It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty Essentials in my latest recap video. It's, I think, an underrated brand as far as eyeshadow formula. It's fantastic, and I love both of those. Something that's more recent that I have been trying is the Charlotte Tilbury, the Pillow Talk. I went ahead and got it. Mine is so, all of my products are so disgusting. You think I'd wipe these down before filming. But this is the Pillow Talk Quad, and I use this for New Year's Day. We use a little bit of the sparkly color. It's really pretty. It's very soft and light and more like an everyday kind of color. And the level of depth that you're going to get is as dark as this color here, because there isn't any options like varieties with this, and I think it's meant to be that way, where it's like an everyday thing. I did grab my Glam palette because I love this. This is the Natasha Denona one, and I think I might maybe do some mixing Cab Cosmetics and Natasha Denona. I don't know. We shall see where we go with this look today. Keep looking down at my monitor. I'm like waiting for her to wake up before I'm finished. Okay, so I'm going to start with a light color, and so I'm going to go into the Cab Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to choose this shade called Naked, and this one is just a light ivory, slightly yellow, kind of like a buttercream shade, and I'm going to go over my lids just to make sure that my primer is really well set. I don't want any eyeshadows clinging to any specific areas. Start with the color called Sand from the Cab Cosmetics palette, which is this one here. It's a light tan color, and I have a big fluffy brush. This is the one from Maybelline, and I'm going to go into my crease, just back and forth like so. So I do feel like this blended out so easy. I mean, yay. I get excited when eyeshadows work themselves. So let's talk about New Year's resolutions. I don't think I really set New Year's resolutions yet. And we're already like 1 week down, I think, by the time this video is up. Yeah, I mean, I can't really say I'm gonna start the year off working out because I'm about to have a baby in like a couple weeks, so it's gonna have to be after. So it's not really like I'm starting off the new year working out, because I think I've done that before, and it's probably lasted maybe a month. But I do want to get back into shape after I have the baby. Okay, so I think I want to add a little bit of warmth, and I think I'm going to go into the Natasha Denona blend color, which is like a light tan shade, and I'm picking up a more tapered crease brush. So I will show you the difference between the two. This is the one that I started off with. It's fluffier and larger. This one is a little bit more tapered, and this I'm going to use to slightly warm up basically my whole crease area and go slightly above that sand shade that I had initially put down from the other palette. So if you set resolutions and goals, I wish you all the best. I know you can do it. I have to get my goals set up. I feel like all I have on my brain is baby, baby, baby. So I need to get myself prepared. And we ordered some furniture for the guest room because my mom is moving in with me for some time, to kind of be a helping hand, because having 3 kids, and I'm also my oldest is doing school from home, so it's going to be a lot. It's going to be an adjustment, but I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be fun. Just seeing what the new family dynamic is going to be. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with that first brush that I used with the Naked color and go around here and just kind of clean up a little bit, because I kind of got sloppy with the Natasha Denona palette color, because that one is like, it's pigmented. But it's so pretty because it added some warmth and some more depth to the eye, but it's not making it too dark. So I think for my lid, I'm going to go in with the color called Center Eyelid, which is in the Natasha Denona, and it's this one that looks a little bit more pink. And you can see more right now with the blinds closed, more true to color of what the palette has. Like some golds, really pretty, like this is a bright gold, some silvers that are kind of cool tone, and then this one that has a little bit of pink. So this one's the one that's labeled Center Eyelid, and I'm going to use this with a MAC 239 brush, and I'm going to apply this to like the inner half of my lid, and very pigmented. And this brush from MAC is really good for picking up color and depositing metallic shadows and shimmers, because it does pick up a lot of product and you don't really need to use it wet. It's one of those that really does help show off that finish of the eyeshadows. And I think I want to try this color called Golden Hour by Cap Cosmetics, which is like a pretty, kind of like a goldeny shade. It's not super dark, and this is going to go on the outer part of my eye. And I'm going to just tap where they meet up, and then it'll help blend this out and just kind of add that to the outer part of my eye. And then I'm going to take that same sand color with a pencil brush onto my lower lash line. Okay, so then I want to add a little bit of depth to this color on the outside, on the outer corner I should say. I feel like it probably needs a little bit of something. So for that, I like to use my Real Techniques brush, and this one is from the Instapop. It's the crease brush shade. It's one that's kind of angled. Hopefully you can see that. It's a really great brush for kind of packing on a little bit of depth on this outer corner. So I think I'm going to start with the Smoke shade, which is basically like sand from the Cap Cosmetics, but it's a little touch cooler, in my opinion, in Natasha Denona. And I've been doing this a lot, where I've been mixing palettes off camera when I'm not filming, because I want to put it all on my eyeballs. So that's why I'm going back and forth between palettes, but you don't have to do this. And then I'm going to just kind of pat. And then I'm now going to go back in with the Morphe N506 and just blend my edges out a little bit. This color, it's called Center Eyelid from Natasha Denona. It's a very soft champagne with a touch of gold, and this is going to go on my inner corner. Okay, so I'm going to tight line with a brown eyeliner. This is the Barbarella Brown from Charlotte Tilbury. I need to find where my black eyeliner is. I don't know. I normally use a Maybelline gel liner for tight lining, but I thought I had a pencil. I need to find one, or if not, I need to order one. Okay, Then I have this Superhero No Tug Gel Liner. This, I know I'm using like favorite products in today's video, but I have not used this. This was a free gift with purchase from ordering on It Cosmetics back in December. And this is in the shade Cosmic Copper. And I have not even used it, but I want to try it and see how this is going to look. As my eyeliner, it might be too bronzy for this look, but I thought, why not? Still a nice color though. I think it'll be really pretty. Just kind of smudge with a lot of black mascara and just do a simple liner look for the day. I think that might be the next thing I try with this one. So not bad. It's just not, I don't think, dark enough to create some contrast around the lash line. So I think I'm going to go in with the lash line color, which is the darkest one in the very center of the Natasha Denona palette. And I'm just going to go right over that eyeliner just a little bit. And I feel like it definitely darkened that a bit for me. And I'm finishing the look off with the Pillow Talk mascara from Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know, but I do like how this one kind of fans everything out and looks really pretty. And if you add 2 coats, it's actually really nice. Initially, it was, I feel like I put too much on, and that initial first time use just wasn't wowing me. But it's not a terrible mascara by any means. It's good. Okay, so now the mascara is done, I do want to add a little bit of lip product, and I have 2 lip liners that are like my go-tos. It's the Maybelline Colorsensational in the shade Nude Whisper. I've used this for months and months and months and absolutely love it. And then I also have the Charlotte Tilbury, the Pillow Talk lip liner. They're both very similar. This one is not very sharp whatsoever. It's the Maybelline Nude Whisper. So I think I might do a little bit of this. And I'm not taking off the It Cosmetics. I'm going to leave that on. And then I'm going to mix 2 different lip products. The e.l.f. This is the Hydrating Lip Shine, the Hydrating Core in the shade Lovely. It's a really pretty kind of corally color. And I'm just going to kind of stamp that. It's the one with the little heart in the center. It's really, really cute. I'm going to just kind of stamp that, because this is very pigmented. If you swipe, it is very intense, much more intense than I expected. And then I'm going to go over it with my Flower Beauty lipstick, and this is in the shade called Buttercup. This is the Perfect Pout. Alright, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know we were playing the lighting game, as we always do. This is what happens when you film with natural daylight, so bear with me as I figure something out. I don't know if maybe I need to reposition my desk. Maybe just close the blinds entirely and put up my softbox lights, which are huge, and I know it's going to take up so much space. But anyways, besides the lighting issue, I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me. I used all the products that I truly enjoy and that I actually really love using on camera for videos for you guys, and even when I do my makeup off camera and I'm not filming. These are just really great products, and I have just thoroughly enjoyed my foundation routine and the eyeshadow palettes like the Natasha Denona, like I've mentioned before. Although it's a pricey palette, $65, I have enjoyed every single look that I've created using that. I'm surprised by the quality of the Cap Cosmetics, which is why I included it in today's video. And basically everything from start to finish is just perfect. The lip combo is really great. Again, these from e.l.f. are just, what, less than $5, and they are incredibly pigmented, and I was very shocked by that. And I like how hydrating those are, but I feel like the color is just a little intense for what I was going for today, so I busted out another good favorite of mine that I absolutely love. I will be repurchasing this as soon as I start to see that I am getting really low. I just love everything. I really truly love everything that I use, so everything will be listed for you down below in the description box in case you're curious about trying some of these products for yourself. If you have, please let me know what you think. Share with me your favorites, your New Year's resolutions. What are you looking forward to in this new 2021 year? I would love to hear from you in the comments. You can also chat with me on Instagram. I'll put it on the screen so you can follow me there, and I hope to connect with you there and see you in my next video. Take care, and I wish you all the best in this upcoming year.